So everyone, I just after lunch, the second lunch because I'm still hungry. So the first time I will say that I'm just watching some social media. I mean, us people makes some videos about how useless how social media makes our basically makes me weak, makes us weak, not make us weak. No, he's not basically says we are weak. I mean, she says that it's cause mental illness, and I proved that yes. So 1 month ago, I guess 1 month ago, I quit from social media for weeks. I mean, that's just say 3 weeks, and then I feel more happier. I thanks to God what I have now. I don't feel insecure, and I just being happy. I don't envy anyone else. I just happy. But and then there is something when we up and sometimes we down, right? So a weeks later, I relapse. I forgot what the time because I think it's useless to know when I relapse or when I do not have. I think it's that's useless. And so after I relapse, my life are going to the bottom again. But let's just rise again, right? If I don't rise again, I will I don't able to make this video. So so after that, after I relapse, I started to um, broke myself again by social media, watching YouTube countless times, checking Instagram, but less time, but it still more makes me weak. Feel insecure again. I envy others. I remember I I broke my promise to myself um, to not offend, to not have any revenge thoughts again at a negative way, and yeah, just like that. I I started to be broke again, and until I am going back to rise again, and this is not the end, man. I still going to rise again, to do positive things again, just like I'm doing now. So I compared my life when I was before I quit from social media, and I quit from social media, and I then quit from not from quit from social media again. You know what I mean? Like, so I compare it, and I conclude that's true. Social media makes me no mental illness that's made by ourselves. We being sick again. I mean, yeah, being lazy, being unproductive, and things negative about what we do. If we work out, then I think, am I will lose fat if I work out? And if we study, we think, am I going to be smart after I study, or am I going to be understand all teacher says after I study? Or if I read novel, I will think, am I going my mind will be more productive if I just going to read novel, or my mind is on my eye will be bigger or not? Or if I start writing, am I going to be nothing if I writing? Or anything positive, any positive things that we can do can be stopped by ourselves, by social media. That's make ourselves insecure and feels you know useless. I think that's why there is many kinds of sickness on why many, and I proud of myself that I don't. I mean, I thank myself to more like to heard all of songs of in on the 80s noticed many times, because the feel full of insecurity, and they use the comment section below on their videos as a support system to motivate themselves, and but they become motivation junkie. Motivation junkie is when you are only searching for motivation but not doing that for yourself. You only search for motivation again and again. And I'm going to say that motivation is useless. Motivation and motive is two different things. Motivation is when you just want to feel motivated, although that's only an illusion. And motive when you are plan something to do positive things. And I think that doesn't really matter if you are planned or unplanned, but I mean positive things. And sometimes I decided to not do anything because I'm afraid if I do something the positive things, but that means nothing to me. And that's because my own mind, our mind selves, that's stop ourselves to positive things and just goes off and relapse again, and social media addict again, food addiction again. And I thanks I never do it. I haven't done anything of drugs. But from eyes, I mean, I forgot to say, I mean, but vaping is still destroy our mind systems. That's only human have. But that can bullet again. So I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, because I'm just up for it. That's why I start making this video, because I feel more energy than, and I feel bad if I after it and I just sit down. I think it's makes my stomach feels bad. That's why I'm talking a little bit to all of you. So I think I will start to quit on social media again, except that's for school systems. I mean, that school needs, or to study and important stuff, and really, really, really important, not just saying that. And if you are not believe that, it's up to you. I cannot decide what you think. I cannot control your mind, but just keep positive. Not positive illustration. I mean, or I remember one thing. There is something that's up toxicity, positivity, and I forgot. If you are see an illustration, there is a window, and the words of the positivity makes people that make himself or herself or themselves are good, and but that's just only illusion. I mean, keep positive but reality, right? And reality, but work hard for ourselves, and don't search for motivation. Thank you.